It is less than 1 week until the NFL draft, and the 49ers are once again in the news, and not for good reason. The 49ers offseason has not looked great, with their greatest splashes being Mac Jones and letting go, but also re-signing Kyle Juszczyk. It has been a bit of an offseason for 49er fans. I can speak to that because it's been rough. It's been rough losing that many starters and questioning whether the Super Bowl window is officially closed. Now, today you had the offseason workouts opening up, which is voluntary, but Brock Purdy and Fred Warner were both in attendance. Both are in line for new contracts. George Kittle was not present. Now, George Kittle makes sense that he would step out. This is his potentially last lucrative contract that he'll be signing in his career. George Kittle wants to be a 49er for his entire career. He is still the best tight end in the NFL, but the 49ers are notorious for offering disrespectful contracts, for lowballing their potential free agents that are in-house, but also external free agents. In fact, just this week, Mike Silver from The Athletic posted this from a quote, direct quote from Davante Adams. Said this: "I was entertaining the Niners, but they were like, we're paying wholesale. We ain't paying retail. I didn't talk to them, but that's what my agent told me." Like 5 times that quote, and I was like, okay, well, I'm not a wholesale type dude, end quote. And this is exactly the 49ers that we know and what we expected. So this isn't really news, but you know what? It creates a reputation for the 49ers outside the organization, which is not good. That means the 49ers need to make a big signing, and a big signing soon, if they want this reputation to go away at all. In fact, George Kittle should be the highest paid tight end in the game. But I want to just share some history right now. We won't go that far back. We'll stick in the past 5 years, but you had Deebo Samuel, Brandon Ayuk, both requesting trades during the contract negotiation part because they were offered disrespectful contracts. Brock Purdy has been in this negotiation, but primarily his agent's been having those conversations. There's been external noise about trading Brock Purdy, and we know that comes from internal sources from the 49ers trying to get whatever they can out into the media to put pressure on Brock Purdy. They signed Mac Jones. There's no doubt that they're using that as leverage to try to say, hey, you know what? We already have your replacement on the roster. You either take what we give you or else. You have other players. Drake Greenlaw during the offseason, you look at what was offered to him, and then once the Denver Broncos saw his value, it took that for then John Lynch and Kyle Shanahan to fly out to his house to try for a last-ditch effort. The 49ers need to change their way of negotiating. It is atrocious. It has now gotten outside of the media, out to every other potential free agent, knowing that 49ers tend to lowball their potential free agents and acquisitions. Now, it's one thing to do that to an external player, Davante Adams. Let's look at this, with an unbiased take. Davante Adams, it's one thing to offer that to an external free agent, all right? But what about your in-house free agents, those that have developed, those that have been loyal, those that have produced on and off the field, like a George Kittle? Those that produce year in and year out and are the culture setter, that are a leader on the team. They are the tone setter for the team. They're the ones that you put out in front of the media. That's what you want replicated. And to offer wholesale value to them is just disrespectful. It shouldn't be a part of this game. The 49ers should not have that be a part of their DNA. It's something where, you know what, George Kittle? Yes, you are the best tight end in the game. Yes, you mean more to the 49ers than just the product you put on the field, but off the field and in the locker room. And you know what? You're going to reset the market. We're going to pay you $20 million a year because right now the market is 18 to 19 million, and you're going to reset the market for tight ends because of what you do on and off the field and the way you play. Not only are you the best receiving tight end, but you're the best blocking tight end in the game. You're constantly Pro Bowl year in and year out, all pro year in and year out, and because of what you do. Your yak yards are second to none when it comes to a tight end. We're going to reward you, and we want you to be in the 49ers Ring of Honor and be one of the few 49ers that started and ended their career with one team, and that's the 49ers. But the 49ers don't do that. What they probably did was offer $10 million a year over the next 5 years. We'll guarantee that. because the 49ers are going to do what the 49ers are going to do. So this is me calling you out, Jed York, Parag, John Lynch. It's time to put on your big boy pants and stop offering wholesale value. You get what you pay for. You get what you pay for. If you're not willing to pay George Kittle, then stop wasting his time. Stop wasting his time. Send him to a competitor. But if you want him around, quit dragging him around, quit dragging his family around, and offer him a competitive offer that's going to make him the highest paid tight end in the game. When it comes to other pending free agents, Jauan Jennings is in a contract year again. Offer him what he's worth, or trade him. He's not going to be, he's not going to have any higher value than he does right now. But quit wasting the 49er fans' time. Quit wasting your own time and the players' time. You need to get out of your own way. And you know what? Step up. You look at these other organizations. You got the Chiefs and the Eagles, which hurts every 49ers fan for us to say that because they most recently won Super Bowls. They are organizations that have won at the highest level, but are still able to pay their pending free agents. So we can't hide behind the line of we need to reset because we paid a bunch of guys. You have the Eagles and the Chiefs that are paying their top guys and still competing for championships year in and year out. I'm going to take this quote from Jed York. He said several years ago, "We don't hang banners for NFC championships," which means you need to put out what you want to get back. So that means if you want to have a championship caliber roster, you need to pay for that. Not say we're going to reset and recalibrate. Yes, now there are certain cases for that where you need to stay younger. You need to build to the draft. But if you have players on your team that you want to keep around because they're the type of guys, the DNA, the culture setters that you want, you need to pay them. Not try to get wholesale value for them. Say, oh, you know what? Can I get a discounted price? No. Pay them what they're worth. And you know what? Watch what they do for you. Watch how that decision that you made to pay them, how they made that choice the right choice for you. Give them the opportunity to prove you right. So that's my spiel. That's my rant for today. Don't forget to like and subscribe. But 49ers, you got a lot of work to do in the front office. Maybe it's time for a little shakeup. But what you're doing now is not working. Doesn't work for 49ers fans. And guess what? Your reputation has now left the building. Davante Adams is going to make this known to every other player. And Davante Adams is a star player in this NFL. And the fact that this is getting out, it is not a good look for the 49ers. And you have some work to do to change that. How about signing a few players? Let's do that and maybe change the narrative. Once you do that, I think things will turn a little bit more in your favor. Well, that's all we have. Again, don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll catch you next time.